grass in your front yard could be slowly killing you. According to Lawn and Toxins, 74% of all U.S. householders use industrial fertilizers and pesticides on their lawns. Synthetic pesticides and fertilizers create numerous environmental problems. They contaminate drinking water, they run off into lakes, rivers, bayous, and ponds, and pesticides are poisonous when applied to your lawn and are a hazard to you, your family, your children, and surrounding wildlife. The single most important way you can put a stop to all this is by growing your own food, like tomatoes. I've grown my own food before, without chemicals, and the harvest was delicious and nutritious. Today, you'll be convinced that lawn care is a waste, specifically a waste of money, waste on the environment, and your health. You will learn how to stop and reduce this waste with gardening. The lawn and garden industry pulls in roughly $75 billion a year, claims the Herald Tribune. Lawn services use synthetic chemical fertilizers which run off of your lawn into watersheds and seep into our water ground supply. Nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus are fine in small amounts. However, large quantities act as poisons when consumed. Other lawn products are deadly even in small amounts. According to Salt Lake City's Food Not Lawn, 200 intentionally toxic chemicals are marketed to home consumers as garden herbicides and pesticides. They are especially unsafe to children and pets. These chemicals have been linked to birth defects and cancer in humans. Most widely used herbicide in the world is Roundup Ready. It is a broad-spectrum spray that kills everything it touches. It is carried by the wind and destroys all nearby vegetation and wildlife. Roundup seeps into our water table and regular ingestion is proven dangerous, says Garden Guides. Lab tests proven that women exposed to Roundup have higher rates of premature births and miscarriages. 58 million Americans waste annually $30 billion trying to maintain 23 million acres of what? Grass? What benefit do you get from grass other than a pretty yard? Nothing. Each family in America spends $517 on their lawn, says Santa Barbara's Food Not Lawn. 270 billion gallons of water is wasted a week just trying to keep these grasses green. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, as much as 50% of the water used outdoors is wasted from insufficient watering methods. During World War I and World War II and the Great Depression, Victory Gardens provided 40% of our nation's food, claims Tara McNerney. Government and businesses encouraged people to make gardening a family and a community effort, and over 20 million Victory Gardens were planted, according to the Living History Farm. Since, America has passed on the tradition of gardening to large-scale corporations, which have taken advantage of this gift. We can regain our legacy by taking a small section of our yard and planting small, something like tomatoes. If you start small, there's always room for growth. Growing your own food, such as tomatoes, is a declaration of independence. It's time to start the homegrown revolution. Cities such as Santa Barbara, California, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Eugene, Oregon have already started this growing trend. It's called the Food Not Lawn movement. Freeing yourself starts realizing how big this massive dilemma really is. You have to understand directly that you are in control of your health. You cannot rely on the industrial food system to provide healthy food. The only way to guarantee your well-being is to take action now. Care about your health, the health of your children, your family, and your pets. This chemical surplus has to stop. Rid your lawn of these dangerous and deadly toxins that ruin the environment or drinking water, and you could save almost $600 a year. And stop consuming processed, pre-packaged food-like products, and you will have a higher chance of avoiding countless diseases and possibly cancer. Your family's health is more important than having green grass. If the thought of tearing up your yard frightens you, don't worry. Start small and section off your yard. Now, understandably, kids and dogs still need room to play. Another space-saving way is container gardening. It is a contained structure filled with soil mere inches above the ground, and they're way easier on maintenance. I insist that you give this a try. Get your hands in some dirt and plant those seeds. Teach your children the value of the soil and the worth of the food that it can grow. If not, the gift of food will be lost to large corporations that are poisoning our groceries, our water systems, and our wildlife. Become self-sufficient by growing your own vegetables, and educate your children and others to do the same. A backyard garden can produce, on average, 100 pounds of food a year and can easily feed a family of 5, says Grow Foods Not Lawn. Food is a weapon of control. Either it can control you, or you can use it to make an immediate impact on your life, a mouth-watering impact. Don't be sickened by your lawn. Keep chemicals off your plate by growing your food in containers, like tomatoes. You have to keep our water and our environment safe by not supporting these petroleum-dependent, pesticide-soaked lawns. So quit wasting your water and your money on lawn care and get growing.